Imagine walking into a room where all eyes are on you. Some admire you, some envy you, and some secretly hope to see you stumble. But you stand tall. Your presence commands attention. Your expression reveals nothing, and your energy radiates an aura of unshakable confidence. The whispers around you don't matter. The doubts of others, meaningless. You move forward untouchable, because you have mastered the rarest skill of all, the ability to act as if nothing bothers you. Now, let me ask you, what if you could unlock this power? What if you could walk through life with the unwavering calm of a king, the strategic composure of a chess master, and the relentless focus of a warrior? Would you listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you? Because what I'm about to share is the secret to owning every room, every conversation, and every challenge life throws at you. Picture this: two individuals face the same storm. One panics, screams, and loses control, making reckless decisions that sink him deeper into chaos. The other, he stands firm, unshaken, calculating his every move with precision. The storm is the same, but the outcomes radically different. The only difference between them, emotional control. Now listen closely, because this is where most people fail. The moment they encounter resistance, criticism, failure, unexpected setbacks, they react instead of respond. They let emotions take the wheel, throwing them off course, weakening their position, and making them vulnerable. They get angry when insulted, anxious when challenged, and discouraged when they don't see immediate results. But those who rise to the top, they play a different game. True power belongs to the individual who controls his emotions, no matter the situation. The world tests you constantly. People will provoke you, setbacks will try to break you, and life will throw curveballs when you least expect it. And here's the brutal truth: nobody cares about your excuses. If you crumble under pressure, if you show frustration, if you react impulsively, you've already lost. But let me tell you something powerful: emotional control is a weapon. When you master it, you become a fortress that no one can penetrate. People may try to upset you, but you remain calm. They may try to intimidate you, but you show no fear. They may try to pull you into their chaos, but you hold your ground. And do you know what happens next? The world adjusts to you. Those who once sought to control you will step back. Those who doubted you will start respecting you. Those who tried to shake you will question their own strength. Imagine walking into any situation, an argument, a negotiation, a high-stakes moment, and feeling an iron grip over your emotions. No panic, no fear, no overreaction, just pure control. You dictate the pace. You force others to respond to you. You create a presence so strong that people don't just hear your words. They feel your energy. Do you see it now? Emotional control is not just about keeping a straight face. It's about dominating your environment. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you are unshakable. It's about carrying yourself with such unwavering composure that people wonder, what makes this person so powerful? What do they know that I don't? Look around you. Every day, people are judged, categorized, and treated based on how they present themselves, not who they truly are. The world does not see your struggles, your hidden potential, or the depth of your knowledge. It sees what you project, and whether you rise or fall depends on how the world perceives you. Think about the people who command instant respect. Before they even say a word, something about them, the way they walk, the way they hold themselves, the energy they give off signals power. They don't beg for attention. They don't demand respect. They don't try to prove anything. Yet, the moment they enter a room, the atmosphere changes. People sense their presence. They listen when they speak. They instinctively recognize them as leaders. Now let's flip the script. Imagine someone who doubts themselves, whose posture is weak, whose eyes dart nervously, who fidgets when they talk. Even if this person is brilliant, even if they have something valuable to offer, the world will hesitate to take them seriously. Why? Because perception shapes reality. If you look unsure, people assume you are. If you act small, the world treats you as small. If you carry yourself like a nobody, don't be surprised when nobody cares what you have to say. Let me give it to you straight. The way you carry yourself determines how others treat you. People don't have time to analyze your true worth. They rely on cues, signals, and energy. That's why two people with the same talent, the same intelligence, and the same resources can have completely different levels of success. One exudes confidence, strength, and authority. The other seeks permission to be noticed and gets ignored. Understand this, you can control how the world sees you. If you want to be perceived as powerful, you must look powerful. If you want to be respected, you must carry yourself as someone who deserves respect. It's not about faking confidence. It's about commanding it. It's about stepping into every room with the certainty that you belong. It's about projecting an energy so strong that people don't question your value. They feel it. Because here's the raw truth. People believe what you make them believe. If you act like someone who is unstoppable, people will start treating you as unstoppable. If you walk like someone who is important, people will assume you are important. If you speak with conviction, people will listen. So, ask yourself, what message is your presence sending? What is your energy telling the world before you even speak? Because whether you realize it or not, the way you present yourself is shaping your reality right now. Imagine standing in the middle of absolute chaos. People shouting, emotions flaring, tension thick enough cup to cut the knife. Some are desperate for validation. Others are drowning in frustration. A few are lashing out, consumed by fear. But there you stand, calm, composed, untouchable. You see everything, but nothing controls you. You hear everything, but nothing shakes you. You are detached. And because of that, you hold all the power. Now let's get one thing straight. Most people are prisoners of their emotions. They get offended easily. They take every failure personally. They crave approval, constantly adjusting themselves to fit into the expectations of others. Their moods swing based on what people say, what goes right, what goes wrong. They are slaves to external forces, never realizing that every time they react emotionally, they hand over their power. But the moment you master detachment, everything changes. When you no longer need approval, people chase your validation. When you stop reacting, those who try to control you lose their grip. When you remain unaffected by criticism, insults, or setbacks, you become indestructible. Because here's the truth. He who needs nothing controls everything. Think about the individuals who dominate the world stage. The ones who lead empires, negotiate high-stakes deals, and command attention effortlessly. Do you think they waste energy over petty insults? Do you think they crumble when things don't go their way? Absolutely not. They operate above emotions, above drama, above distractions. While others waste energy reacting, they are calculating, observing, and controlling the game. Detachment is not about being emotionless. It's about refusing to let emotions dictate your actions. It's about watching a situation unfold with absolute clarity because you are not clouded by insecurity, anger, or desperation. It's about carrying yourself with an air of indifference that makes people wonder, what does this person know that I don't? Why are they so unshaken? That mystery alone gives you power. And let's be brutally honest, when you stop caring so much, you become more attractive, more influential, more respected. When you don't need to prove anything, people assume you have already won. When you don't react to negativity, your silence speaks louder than any argument. When you move through life with an untouchable aura, people follow, opportunities appear, and challenges shrink in the face of your unwavering presence. Most people live at the mercy of their emotions, but not you. You are in control. You are detached. And because of that, you are unstoppable. Look around you. Who are the people that command attention without even trying? Who are the individuals that walk into a room and make heads turn, not because they are loud, but because they own the space? Who are the ones that others instinctively listen to, follow, and seek approval from? They are the ones who have mastered the secret of influence. And let me tell you, it is not about talking the loudest, forcing your opinions, or demanding attention. Influence is about pulling people in without them even realizing it. It's about creating a gravitational pull so strong that others feel compelled to listen, to respect, and to follow. The most influential individuals do not chase influence, it chases them. Now, most people go about influence the wrong way. They try to persuade others by pushing their ideas, pushing their opinions, pushing their importance onto others. But influence is not about pushing. Influence is about pulling. It's about creating an undeniable presence, an energy that makes people want to be around you, to hear what you have to say, to be aligned with your vision. Think about the people who inspire action. They do not beg for attention. They do not seek approval. They do not waste time arguing for their worth. They move with such certainty, such conviction, such unshakable confidence that people have no choice but to believe in them. Because here's the truth. When you believe in yourself so strongly, others have no choice but to believe in you too. Influence is not about what you say. It's about how you say it. It's about the pauses between your words, the way you carry yourself, the certainty in your tone. A whisper from a truly influential person carries more weight than the screams of a desperate one. A single glance from someone with presence can silence an entire room. And here's where most people fail. They try too hard to be liked. They seek validation. They adjust themselves to please others. And in doing so, they weaken their influence. Because true influence is not about fitting in. It's about standing firm, standing apart, and standing strong. People are drawn to those who do not need them, who do not seek approval, who do not waver, who move through life with the energy of someone who knows exactly who they are and what they stand for. The moment you stop chasing validation and start embodying certainty, presence, and authority, everything shifts. People start listening to you differently. They start treating you with more respect. They start looking to you for guidance, for leadership, for permission to believe in something greater than themselves. Because at the core of influence lies one undeniable truth. People follow those who move like they already own the world. Most people see obstacles as roadblocks, as signs that they should stop, turn back, or quit altogether. The moment they encounter resistance, they shrink. The moment things don't go their way, they complain. The moment they face failure, they break. But the ones who rise to the top, they do something different. They don't see obstacles as problems. They see them as fuel. They don't see setbacks as reasons to stop. They see them as tools to sharpen their edge. They take what was meant to break them and use it to build themselves into something unshakable. Think about this. Every champion, every leader, every dominant force in history has faced unbelievable levels of hardship. They were doubted, rejected, underestimated, and pushed to the brink. But instead of being weakened by their struggles, they became sharpened by them. While others were making excuses, they were using every failure, every loss, every challenge as a weapon to grow stronger, smarter, and more dangerous. Most people let obstacles create fear. But the powerful, they take obstacles and turn them into leverage. When people doubt them, they use that doubt as motivation. When they fail, they use that failure as data. When they get rejected, they use that rejection to fuel their fire. They take every painful experience, every difficult moment, and turn it into an advantage. They do not crumble under pressure. They thrive in it. They do not see struggles as a reason to stop. They see struggles as proof that they are on the right path. Because pressure does not destroy the strong, it creates them. Think about the greatest warriors. Were they made in comfort? No, they were forged in battle. They were tested in the fires of adversity. They needed the struggle to become great. The same is true for you. Every setback, every rejection, every hardship is an opportunity. It is raw material ready to be shaped into strength, wisdom, and unstoppable power. And let me tell you something. The world belongs to those who refuse to be broken. The world belongs to those who take their struggles and turn them into stepping stones. The world belongs to those who take their pain and turn it into power. Because here's the truth, obstacles are not there to stop you. They are there to be used. They are there to be turned into weapons. They are there to separate the weak from the unstoppable. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits, drag you through storms, and throw punches that would break the average person. You will face rejection, failure, betrayal, and moments where everything inside you screams, "Give up, this isn't worth it." And at that moment, most people do. Most people surrender. They let failure define them. They let setbacks break them. They convince themselves that maybe they weren't meant for greatness after all. But the few, the rare, the unshakable, they refuse to break. They stand up one more time, then they fall. They take every hit and keep moving forward. They embody resilience, and because of that, they rise where others fall. Resilience is the foundation of power. Without it, nothing else matters. You can have talent, intelligence, and all the resources in the world, but if you crumble under pressure, none of it will matter. The strongest, the most dominant, the most legendary individuals are not the ones who have never failed. They are the ones who refuse to stay down. Resilience is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Think about this. Every person who has ever achieved anything great has been knocked down. They have been doubted, ridiculed, and underestimated. They have faced impossible odds, overwhelming obstacles, and soul-crushing defeats. But instead of letting those things destroy them, they used them. They got back up. They adapted. They adjusted their strategy, their mindset, their approach, but they never stopped moving forward. Most people think resilience is about toughness, about simply enduring pain. But true resilience is about adaptation. It's about learning, adjusting, and becoming stronger because of the struggle. It's about taking every challenge and using it as a sharpening stone. It's about reaching a point where nothing, absolutely nothing, can break you. When you master resilience, setbacks don't slow you down. They push you forward. Rejection doesn't weaken you. It makes you more determined. Failure doesn't define you. It becomes fuel for your fire. You stop seeing difficulties as roadblocks and start seeing them as opportunities to prove just how unstoppable you really are. And let me make this clear. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about bouncing back stronger. It's about becoming so hardened, so laser-focused, so unyielding that no matter what life throws at you, you will not stop. You will not break. You will not quit. Because here's the truth. The world belongs to those who refuse to stay down. So I challenge you, for the next 30 days, act as if nothing bothers you. No matter what happens, stay composed. If someone insults you, smile. If things go wrong, adjust. If fear creeps in, ignore it. Observe how the world reacts differently when you no longer give it the power to affect you. Because in the end, the one who controls their emotions controls their destiny. And that, my friend, is the secret to walking through life as if nothing, absolutely nothing, can shake you. Will you accept the challenge?